Hello and welcome back to Self-Taught Finance. Today we're going to look at which one can build you a better investment portfolio, ChatGPT or Google's Gemini AI. Let's take a look. Okay, so before we get started, obviously this is not financial advice or investment advice, and always consult a financial advisor when investing. Please don't actually invest based on, a YouTube video, especially one that is specializing between investing using Gemini and ChatGPT. All right, so let's see. Let's ask, you are a new investor. You have over 20 years ahead of you. You want to create a diversified investment portfolio with 15 selected stocks. Which ones do you choose? Let's see what they have. Okay, so we got some technology, some healthcare, consumer goods, financials, energy, industrials, real estate. Seems to be a lot of American companies. In fact, they all look to be like American dominated pretty much. So we'll use the same sentence and we'll see what Google's Gemini AI has to say. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of the same. Yeah. So we have, okay, so Nike, I don't think I saw Nike in there. But again, a lot of American companies. Good, well diversified, I would say, overall, energy, real estate, consumer staples, industrials, financials, technology, of course. But really, it's dominated by American companies. So let's see if we can change it up a little bit. You can select the best publicly traded companies based on a variety of factors, including but not limited to growth and valuation. However, you must include at least one from the emerging markets and another from outside the United States. Let's see what they have. So here's our updated list. So Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Taiwan Semiconductor, Johnson Johnson, yeah, Novo Nordisk. This one I believe is from Denmark. Oh, Nestle, that's another good company. Okay, so a little bit more globally diversified, seems to be. It looks like we have Alibaba in here for emerging markets. Yeah, so overall, a little bit more of a globally diversified portfolio. Let's see what we can do with Google's Gemini AI. Again, information purposes only. Okay, so technology. This one also includes Novo Nordisk. Now, and emerging markets, we have Taiwan Semiconductor. Okay. And outside the United States, ASML Holdings, another good company. All right, so yeah, a little bit different, but overall very similar between the two so far. But really, we want to make sure that these companies can outpace the S&P 500 going forward. And we want to make sure that we're not limited to these large market caps. Seems to be a lot of kind of mega cap companies, large market cap companies. So let's see what we can add to maybe make it a little bit more diversified between the market cap and to make sure that they can outpace the S&P 500. Okay, so let's see. Good list. However, I want to make sure that these companies will outpace the S&P 500 moving forward. Can you also include a diversified market cap of companies between small and large? Question mark. Okay, Cloudflare. It's an interesting selection. We also have Illumina and Axovant Gene Therapies. Interesting. Biotech company focused on gene therapies, offering significant growth potential in the medical field. Lululemon, another good selection for mid cap. Trade Desk for another mid cap, and Canoe, an electric vehicle company focusing on innovative EV designs with high growth potential in the electrical vehicle market. Okay. Align Technologies, Ball Corporation. And then there's our emerging markets. Mercado Libre, I guess mid cap, pretty large company though. Digital Realty, mid cap REIT, and T-Mobile for our mid cap. So interesting selections. I really like what ChatGPT has actually put together here. I would say that this is definitely a very diversified portfolio. Now I want to take a peek at what Gemini would select for kind of like the small caps and the mid caps. Let's see what it has. Amazon, Nvidia, United Healthcare, MongoDB, database software company, cloud native approach disrupting traditional database markets. Interesting. Cloudflare again, Mercado Libre again. Okay, small cap, we have Enphase Energy, solar and battery systems, plays on renewable energy. Roku, the streaming platform. ASML again, Taiwan Semiconductors, Nexera Energy for dividends, and Prologis, industrial REIT. Interesting. So very different. So you kind of have your core companies, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, but interesting kind of mid cap and small cap selections. Okay, so now I want to weight these stocks because I want to see kind of how they would weight these stocks based on obviously their market cap size and their growth potential, and how they would put together these stocks into a portfolio. So now after making these selections, weight them as you see fit to create an investment portfolio with the total being 100%. Okay, so here's the portfolio allocation strategy that it came up with. It seemed to have large caps at 40%, mid caps at 35%, small caps at 15%, and emerging markets at 10%. So when looking at the portfolio weights, it has technology at 30%, healthcare at 20%, consumer goods at 15%, financials at 10%, energy at 10%, industrials at 10%, and emerging markets at 10%. Now let's take a look at Google's Gemini. Okay, so here's Google's Gemini AI. We have 45% in large caps, looks like 25% in mid caps, 10% in small caps, 10% in our international emerging markets, 5% in defensive/dividend, and 5% in real estate. So very interesting how it kind of subsections off these companies, these stocks. And now I want to compare and contrast between the two. So I'm going to graph ChatGPT's portfolio, and I'm going to graph Google's Gemini portfolio. And we want to take a look at kind of which one will be better built for kind of the future going forward, and see what the results are. Okay, so now I compiled the data between the ChatGPT portfolio and the Google's Gemini AI portfolio. Now, as you can see, ChatGPT did seem to add a few more stocks. Originally, we wanted to be at 15, but they did add a couple more. Now you can see the comparisons between the two. We have the stocks highlighted in yellow are the two that both the portfolios did select. And as you can see, they are Microsoft, Procter & Gamble, Mercado Libre, Nexera Energy, Nvidia, and Cloudflare, which are interesting selections, but I would say definitely all solid companies. Now, after graphing the two portfolios, here they are side by side. Now, as you can see, ChatGPT has more diversification because it does have more selection. However, both portfolios are very well-rounded, with one thing I want to note being that Google's Gemini AI, for some reason, just decided not to select any kind of financials, which is interesting. Maybe it's because it can find value and growth kind of elsewhere, and they don't see it in the financials industry. But yeah, I thought that was one thing that was pretty interesting to note. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Google's Gemini AI portfolio would outperform over the next 10 years, or do you think ChatGPT's portfolio would perform over the next 10 years? Now, thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, leave a like below and subscribe. Thanks.